Okay, good morning all of you. Today here we will discuss about the foodborne diseases. Okay, foodborne diseases (FBD) are acute illness associated with the recent consumption of food. It is totally depend on how or which type of food we will consume. Okay, the food involved is usually contaminated with the disease pathogen or toxicant. Contaminated means it contain the microflora. That's why we call as a contaminated. Such food contain enough pathogen or toxicant necessary to make the person sick. Okay, such type of food contain the pathogen means disease causing organism, or toxicant means organism secrete the some toxic substances. They are usually produce the undigestion, okay, and make the person sick. Okay, the classification of foodborne diseases. The foodborne diseases are classified into the two type: foodborne infection and foodborne intoxication. Okay, so first of all, foodborne infection. What is the foodborne infection? Okay, foodborne infection are caused by the entrance of pathogenic microorganism contaminating food into the body and the reaction of the body tissue to their presence. Okay, these can either be fungal, bacterial, viral, or parasite. Foodborne infection tends to have a long incubation periods and usually are characterized by the fever. Okay, in case of we will find the foodborne infection, first symptom is a fever. Okay, foodborne infection. Okay, bacterial foodborne infection include the cholera, salmonellosis, typhoid fever, shigellosis, Escherichia E. coli infection. Okay, these are the organism include cause the foodborne infection. Okay, campylobacteriosis it means the infection of campylobacter, vibrio parahemolyticus. These are the organism and which cause the foodborne infection. Okay, mycotic foodborne infection. Mica means fungus. Okay, in case the candida species, sporotic species, okay, and Vangelia species. These are the some fungus produce the foodborne infection. Okay, viral foodborne infection means the foodborne infection are carried out by the viruses, include the hepatitis A, Norwalk virus, and polymyelitis virus. They can produce the foodborne infection in our body. Okay, first example, salmonellosis. Okay, salmonella, these are the organism constitute a group of organism with over 2000 different serotypes. Okay, these organisms are capable of causing diseases in the animal and the man when make into the body in the sufficient number. Okay, and many salmonella species have a wide host range, and these are the organisms which commonly cause the food poisoning. Okay, common food poisoning serotypes. Okay, the sum of salmonella species involved in the food poisoning include the salmonella typhimurium. These are the species of salmonella. Okay, salmonella enteritidis, salmonella dublin, salmonella softberg. Okay, and salmonella infantis, salmonella newport. These are the species causing the food poisoning. Okay, and these species are also involved in causing the diarrhea in animal also. Okay, and man also. Okay, heat resistant. Some organism, or we can say some pathogen, are heat resistant. They are capable, or they are able to grow in the presence of heat. Okay, the salmonella are killed by the temperature attained in the commercial pasteurization. Okay, pasteurization means we use the heat to kill the microflora. Okay, but it can remain alive in the moist earth for 1 year and in dry earth for 16 months also. Okay, and they are not destroyed in the offal maintained at chilling or freezing temperature or in the usual pickling solution. Okay, they are not killed easily. Salmonella food poisoning outbreak. Okay, outbreak occur in the different form. Spor- um, Sporadic cases involving only one or two person in household. Okay, family outbreak in which the several member of the family are affected. Okay, large outbreak caused by the widely distributed infective food ATM, and institutional outbreak which may be caused by the contaminated single food ATM. Okay, the factor associated with the salmonella food poisoning outbreak. What type of factor are involved here? The consumption of cooked or thaw meat or poultry milk. Okay, cross contamination of the food from infected food handlers, presence of flies, cockroaches, rats in the food environment that act as a vector of the disease. Means the first important is a hygiene. Okay, when we maintain the hygiene, the foodborne infection are not causes to our body. Okay, transmission, the salmonella rich food in many different way. Okay, firstly directly from slaughter animal to food. Okay, mostly the salmonella are present in meat. Okay, from the human excreta and transfer to the food through hand, utensil, equipments, flies, etc. Flies act as a vector, cockroaches act as a vector here. The food poisoning is a more likely to occur if the total number of microorganisms present in high. A smaller number of may have no ill effect. Okay, food involved, any food contaminated with the salmonella may be involved. However, foods commonly involved are animal derived foods such as the meat and meat product, milk and milk product, egg and egg products. Okay, the clinical symptom. What is the symptom of salmonellosis? The ordinary symptom include the abdominal pain, headache, diarrhea, fever, vomiting, prostration, and malaise. Okay, in several cases there is a septicemia with the leukopenia and endocarditis, pericarditis. These are are symptoms, all symptoms. The severe case are encountered in the babies, young children, the sick and elderly person. The mortality up to the 30%. Okay, the mortality is up to the 30% of from salmonellosis. Control measure: efficient refrigeration and hygienic, most important, hygienic handling of our food, the consumption of properly cooked meat, complete thawing of frozen meat and adequate cooking, heat processing of meat, milk, fish, poultry to destroy the salmonella organism in food. That's why the pasteurization and hygiene condition, it's very important to our food to maintain our hygiene condition. And uh, typhoid and paratyphoid fever. Okay, enteric fever. Okay, the enteric fever include the typhoid and paratyphoid fever caused by the salmonella typhi. Salmonella paratyphi ABC are type. Okay, the serotypes are similar to the salmonella bacteria, but unlike them they are essentially parasite of man. Salmonella typhi possesses capsular antigen in the addition to the usual O and H antigen found in other serotype. Okay, disease symptoms. Okay, the incubation period is usually 2 weeks but might vary between the 3 and 28 day for typhoid fever, between 1 and 15 day for paratyphoid fever. Okay, the enteric fever are generalized septicemic infection with frequent in not constant bacteremia during the first 2 weeks of the disease. The abdominal symptoms are severe while fever and illness may continue for 4 to 6 weeks. Okay, transmission. The typhoid and paratyphoid bacilli are essentially human parasites and are acquired mostly from the human sources, namely a patient and carriers. The bacteria can transmitted by contaminated of water, milk, or food by flies. The only a few organisms are needed to cause diseases. Okay. Control measure: how to control this disease, salmonella, typhoid, typhoid fever, all this disease, how to control we. Hygiene: control of food and water supply, detection and treatment of chronic carrier, vaccination using a TAB vaccine. The vaccine contain a mixed culture of Salmonella typhi, Salmonella paratyphi. The vaccine protect for 5 to 7 years to our body. Okay, these are overview of our food infection, food poisoning from the Salmonella typhi, or we can say the Salmonella species. Okay, and to for that we require to maintain the hygiene condition to avoid this type of the diseases to our